Hello everybody, welcome to Yoga with Ness. This is my fourth audio described yoga class for the visually impaired. This is just a short session compared to the other ones, it's just 12 minutes. I hope you enjoy it. We're going to start sitting on your mat or on the carpet, crossing your legs if you can. If you need to sit on a pillow or a folded towel to make this more comfortable for your hips, that's okay. So once you're sitting with your legs crossed, going to lengthen the spine, drawing the head up towards the ceiling, roll the shoulders back and down. And we're going to inhale, lifting your right arm all the way up to the ceiling. And then exhale, reaching it over to the left. One more big inhale here, and then exhale, releasing that right hand back down. Then we're going to inhale, lifting the left arm up, reaching it up towards the ceiling, and exhale, reaching it over to the right. One more big inhale here, and exhale, releasing that left hand back down. Now interlacing your fingers together, pushing your palms out in front of you, and then on an inhale, reaching both arms up towards the ceiling. Nice long spine, open the chest. One more big inhale, and then exhale, releasing the arms back down. Now we're going to take the right arm across your chest for a deltoid stretch. So take the arm straight if you can across your chest, then using your left hand to gently push on the upper arm to pull it in towards your chest further. One more big inhale here, and exhale, release. We're going to do the same on the other side. So taking the left arm across your chest, straighten that left arm if you can. And then using your right arm to gently push on the left upper arm to pull that upper arm in towards your chest, stretching the deltoid. One more inhale. And exhale, release the arms. Okay, we're going to take the hands onto the ground in front of you now and walk the fingers forwards. Okay, so you're reaching the chest forwards towards the ground or towards the mat. Then we're going to take an inhale, opening the chest, lengthening the spine, and then exhale, taking the chest forwards. One more big inhale here, and exhale, walking the hands back up, straightening the spine again into neutral sitting position. Now we're going to take both hands onto the floor behind your back with the fingers facing forwards. And on an inhale, lifting the chest, pushing the hands down into the mat and turning your face up towards the ceiling. Really open the chest, roll the shoulders back. One more big inhale. And exhale, release. Okay, we're going to come into a tabletop position next. So that's onto your hands and knees. So in your tabletop position, you're making sure that your shoulders are stacked above the wrists and your hips are above the knees. We're going to come into cat-cow position to loosen up the spine. So on an inhale, we open the chest, expanding the chest, and turn the face up. And then on an exhale, we're rounding the spine, taking the chin towards the chest. So again, inhale, opening the chest, turning the face up. And exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest, drawing the navel in towards the spine. And one more of each. Inhale, expanding the chest again. And exhale, rounding the spine. Okay, coming back to neutral tabletop. We're going to come into a thread the needle pose. So we're going to inhale, lifting your right arm all the way up, reaching up to the ceiling, and turn your face up as well to the ceiling if you can. And then on an exhale, we're taking that right hand back down, but we're threading it under the left arm. So we're taking your right shoulder and your head all the way down to rest on the mat. Okay, now pushing into the left hand to bring yourself back up to tabletop. And we'll do the same on the other side. So we're going to inhale, reaching the left arm up, all the way up towards the ceiling, and turning your face up towards the ceiling if you can as well. And then exhale, we're bringing that left arm down, but we're threading it under the right arm to take the left shoulder and your head all the way down to rest on the mat. And then pushing into your right hand to bring yourself back up to tabletop. Now we're going to come into a child's pose. So we're going to sit the hips back all the way down onto the heels, taking your head down to the mat and reaching your hands out in front. And take a few deep breaths here. And then slowly coming back up to tabletop. Okay, we're going to come into a plank pose. So pushing both hands firmly down into the mat, we're going to straighten one leg at a time behind you, coming onto the balls of the feet. Draw the navel in towards the spine, nice long spine. Your face is facing forwards, roll the shoulders back. Keep breathing here. You can drop to your knees whenever you need to. Then one more deep breath. And exhale, dropping the knees down to the mat. Well done. We're going to sit back in another child's pose. So sitting the hips all the way back, down to the heels, head down to the mat, reaching the arms out in front. Okay, slowly coming back to tabletop. Next we're coming into a dolphin pose. So taking the elbows and forearms down onto the mat. The palms are flat on the mat with the fingers spread wide. Now we're going to tuck the toes under on both feet. And we're going to start to lift the hips. So we're lifting the knees and the hips. Start to straighten the legs if you can. Push the heels down towards the mat. Really lengthening the spine. Your face is facing towards your knees. And then one more inhale here. And exhale, releasing the knees back down to the mat. Sitting back into child's pose again. So sitting the hips all the way back down to the heels, taking the head down to the mat, reaching the arms out in front. Okay, coming back up to tabletop when you're ready. Okay, next we're going to come into a forearm plank. So coming back down onto your elbows and forearms, down onto the mat. palms flat on the mat with the fingers spread wide. So this time, as we straighten each leg behind us, tucking the toes under onto the balls of the feet. This time we're in a low plank. So draw the navel in towards the spine, roll the shoulders back. Nice long spine, strong core. If you need to drop to your knees, you can at any stage. And then one more big inhale and exhale, releasing the knees down to the mat. Sit back into child's pose again. So taking the hips all the way back down to sit on the heels. Head down to the mat, reach the arms out in front. When you're ready, slowly coming back up to tabletop. Next, we're going to come into downward dog. So we're going to tuck the toes under, pushing into the palms of the hands. We're going to slowly start to lift the knees, lifting the hips. Start to straighten the legs if you can. It's okay if they stay slightly bent. Pushing the heels down towards the mat, long spine. Your head is facing towards your knees. Really lengthen the spine, lengthen the legs, hips high. If your calves are feeling tight, you could gently walk the legs out here. So bend one knee, push the other heel down towards the mat, and then switching sides. Walking the legs out slowly if you need to. And then finding stillness. Pushing the heels down towards the mat, really lengthen the spine with the hips high. Pushing the palms down into the mat. Feet should be about hip width apart. Take some nice deep breaths here. And then one more big inhale. On an exhale, dropping the knees and sitting back into child's pose. Now we're going to end in child's pose here today. So taking your head down onto the mat, reaching the arms out in front, or for the last one, if you prefer, you can take your hands to the sides where your feet are and just rest the head down onto the mat. Take some deep breaths here. Resting like this for another 1 or 2 minutes. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it.